My name is Michael Brandon, and for 25 years I was in law enforcement. I've done a lot of things. I did everything from patrol. I was a detective. I was a motorcycle officer. I was a SWAT commander full-time for 8 years. I retired from law enforcement and was working as a security supervisor. You know, during the course of restraining a patient, I had tore some cartilage in my left knee, and 11 surgeries later, ended up voluntarily elected to have my leg amputated.
I'm Katie Rudolph, and I'm a physical therapist and researcher and a faculty member here in the Department of Physical Therapy, and I direct the motion analysis lab. We have a Qualisys 8-camera motion capture system, which basically takes images of little reflective markers that we place all over the body, and we can capture movements from any part of the body, even from jaw movements to walking to sports activities, anything that a researcher would want to look at.
What I thought they were going to generate is just a wireframe mold bottom half of me. Turned out to be a whole three-dimensional skeleton of me walking. And then I was interested to see, how does my prosthetic knee actually bend in comparison to my real knee? And so that's pretty fascinating to watch too.
Very often people with amputations, or even if they've had any kind of surgical procedure on one limb, they have difficulty learning how to bear enough weight on that limb. They tend to favor it, which is sort of logical. Many times they've had many months of an abnormal gait pattern of limping or favoring that limb, and they need to really learn how to bear weight on that limb again. And so we can provide feedback to people from our force platforms to demonstrate to them whether or not they're bearing weight symmetrically on both legs, and sort of what the orientation of their foot contact is with the ground. So that's how this kind of technology can be really beneficial. A motion capture lab like this can be used for studies anywhere from looking at gait patterns of kids with CP to sports performance to people with Parkinson's disease or amputations. The other really fascinating use of this technology is computer-generated graphics and animations. And I'm sure many people have seen the things on television where people have these suits on that they put markers all over the body and they can do movements, and then from those movements you can generate, or someone can generate animations. And so this is exactly that kind of technology.
With the motion analysis lab, I can kind of look at the body and its movements, and then I can kind of recognize when things are off and when they're on really easily.
With the help of Katie, she diagnosed my gait. And here's what you're doing right, here's what you're not doing so right. And it's been real beneficial, and I look forward to coming back and revisiting the whole gait thing, because without a good gait, you might as well stay in a wheelchair.
I truly am passionate about motion analysis and about locomotion in general. And what's particularly exciting about this lab is having it here at UNE and being able to bring undergraduate students and graduate students from our professional health degree programs into the lab to learn about this technology, and to be able to illustrate things to them that they would never be able to understand without this. To have this in a place that is a very strong teaching institution is just tremendous.